So we've got x equals 2t to the power of 4 and y equals 3t squared. First thing we do is differentiate both of those. Now, because we've got the letter t, we're going to differentiate with respect to t. So I can't say dy by dx initially. I've got to start off with dx by dt. So when I differentiate that one, let's see if we can actually get this clear. So when I differentiate the first one, I'm going to write that down as dx by dt. So it's not dy by dx because I'm differentiating x with respect to t. The differentiation process is exactly the same. So I bring down the power, so I get 8t. I'm not doing it again. 8t cubed. We do exactly the same for y. So dy by dt. Again, I'm differentiating y with respect to t. Bring down the power, so I get 6t. The only other thing you need to do is this one. In the formula, we don't want dx by dt, we want dt by dx. So I'm going to flip that over to get dt by dx instead, which would be 1 over 8t cubed. So I'm just flipping that over, and obviously if you imagine that as being over 1, flip it and you get it. Then I'm just going to actually differentiate now. So dy by dx, and you don't need to write this formula down every time, but it's dy by dt times by dt dx. So all I do now is take those two things I've got, fill them in, 6t times by 1 over 8t cubed, and then simplify that slightly. So I'm going to get 6 over 8, which will cancel to 3 over 4, and then t on the top with t squared cubed on the bottom will leave me with t squared on the bottom. And that is dy by dx. To find the second derivative, so when I want to do the second derivative now, which is part B, so when I want to find d2y by dx squared, I'm going to differentiate dy by dx. So the way that's written out is d of dy by dx. So I'm going to differentiate the first part, and then I'm going to times it by dt by dx again. So in our case, I've got to differentiate what we've just worked out here. What am I going to get when I differentiate that? How am I going to differentiate that?
It's just 8t.
No. Right, we're going to bring the t squared to the top, so we're going to turn this into 3/4 of t to the power of minus 2, and then I'm just going to do the normal differentiation rule. So I'm going to bring down the power, which is going to give me minus 6 over 4, and then I'm going to take one away from this, so what am I going to end up with? T to the minus 3, and then I'm just going to take that t to the power of minus 3 back down, so I'm going to end up with minus 6 over 4 t cubed. So that's my differential of the first derivative, and then so that's minus 3 over 2 if I simplify it, cubed, and then I'm going to times that again by 1 over 8t cubed. So my final answer, I'm going to get minus 3 over 16 t to the power of 6.